Are you still struggling with the Citadelle Des Morts boss fight? Well, fear not, because in today's video I will show you how to never die on this boss fight ever again. So make sure you smash the like button, subscribe for more content, and let's get this. Alright guys, so here we are on Citadelle Des Morts. I did progress the Easter egg. We're pretty much ready for the boss fight. In case you don't know how to do the steps for the Easter egg, I'm gonna have in the description a guide with everything you need to know about all the steps. But yeah, basically right now I want to tell you everything you need to know before we start the fight. For the weapon, I'm gonna use the XM4. This is not the best or the worst weapon in the game. It's pretty mid, but it has decent mobility, good fire rate, and it does okay damage, I'll guess. And it looks absolutely fantastic in this nebula. And I am on round 30. This is definitely a bit higher than I wanted because, yeah, I had to get two weapons in Pack-a-Punch because mostly I'm not going to use the XM4. I'm going to use this. This is the ray gun wonder weapon, and as you guys know, it's pretty trash in Black Ops 6 Zombies. It's not that amazing, especially after like round 35 or so. But this thing is absolutely insane against the boss fight. It does amazing damage when it comes to the armor of the boss, so it breaks it super fast. And then it does some pretty crazy damage on the weak spot. I think it does 6,800 on normal, and then it does like 10,000 on the chest weak spot. So that's pretty darn good. Before you go to the boss fight, if you're using the weapon, I'm going to use the XM4 a bit just so I can show you guys what this can do also. I will highly advise you go Pack-a-Punch 3 Legendary, of course. And I'm going to use the Lightment ammo mod on my XM4 just because there's going to be a few doppelgas in there. And yeah, having Lightment is going to make my life a tiny bit easier. But even better than this, I'm going to use a lot the swords, especially in the beginning and in between the phases when there's a lot of zombies that spawns in, because this is pretty much the easiest way to kill zombies. And I'm gonna use this to take down everything, including most of the armor on the boss. If you guys didn't know, this thing is absolutely amazing at taking down armor, so we're definitely gonna use this. Also, if you see my equipment, I'm having the incantation. You have all the incantations in there as well. Do not be afraid to use them. They are absolutely amazing and the easiest way to get rid of the hordes of zombies or some of the elites. The fire incantation and the lightning incantation will one-shot any amalgam, and on phase 2 you're gonna have an amalgam when he goes in the immune phase. So definitely use them to take down zombies. You also have the light incantation, which drops the healing glyph so you can regen your health. So definitely use them. When it comes to perks, I will advise anybody to use all of them, especially PhD and Stamina Up. You want to be as mobile as possible, and PhD with a PhD slider augment, absolutely fantastic. I'm gonna put on the screen right now all the augments that I'm using on my perks. And for everybody that says that on phase 2 they get stomped in one hit, make sure you use the 300 health augment for Jug. So basically just copy the augments that I'm using in there. Depth perception is not that necessary, but melee macchiato it definitely is for the sword. So with all of this out of the way, yeah, we're pretty much ready for the boss fight. When it comes to the field upgrade, I will always use Ether Shroud, especially because it will allow me to get close to the boss and use my sword. So now that we're ready and we got all of these things out of the way, I would not advise to use any gobble gums, or we're not going to use any in this game. If you want to use something, well, having something that will give you perks back in case you lose them, or shields up are absolutely fantastic. So go ahead and use them if you have. But right now, let's go start the Easter egg, and yeah, I'll show you guys how easy this boss fight really is, even on round 30 plus. Alright guys, so here we are into the arena of the boss fight. Now, as soon as he spawns in, I'm gonna whip out my sword, go into Ether Shroud, and then just go to town on his legs. Look at the amount of damage we're doing. We literally broke almost all the armor on him, and then we have another charge. I'm gonna go into it again. I'm gonna try my best to break the shoulders as well, so try to jump as well, and there we go. Phase 1, literally done in less than 30 seconds, just using the swords. So this is why having the swords with you is absolutely fantastic. Now, I'm gonna pick up the light incantation,
which is my greatest creation.
and right now I'm just mainly gonna use my sword because there's gonna be a bunch of zombies spawning in before he comes back. So I'm just gonna, you know, use the swords to take them down pretty easy and fast. I'm using the dark sword right now. You can use the light sword to actually regen your armor while getting kills. But last time I used the light sword, it actually did not do any damage to the boss fight. Maybe it was bugged or something. So I'm actually using the dark sword now, and I really like the ultimate ability of it as well. And it recharges super fast. You know it recharged because you'll hear like a raven sound or like a bird sound, something like that. And then the game volume is gonna be a bit low. But basically I'm just gonna do this. I'm not wasting any ammo. And also, from what I've seen, using the swords is a very nice way to actually get armor back. They drop a lot of armor whenever you use the swords. And look at that, we got a ether shroud back. So in case you haven't broken all the armor with the ether shrouds in the beginning, you can go for another ether shroud as soon as he comes out. So let's check out the bit. He still has a bit of armor. No, we already broke that. I'm gonna use a bit the M4. Now, I'm gonna pause for a second because this is a second phase. This is the hardest phase in the game because he's not gonna do any of the charges. I mean, he's gonna do some from time to time, but he is mostly gonna spit out those 3 fireballs, leaving some lava on the ground and dealing a lot of damage if they hit you. So, right now, the best way is to stay somewhat close to him, but not point blank as he will try to stomp. So, for example, if you sit where the mouse is right there, at that distance, he will not spit that much and he will try to stomp you, and you can like run back. And there's another trick that I want to show you right now. If you're using the swords and he tries to stomp you, you can block. It doesn't like have a parry effect, so it doesn't stun him or anything, but if you're in a tricky situation, you can pretty much just block the attack and not take any damage. But you can see, we're doing 1200 damage with the M4. It's absolutely shredding him, doing some pretty nice damage. I'm using PhD slider as much as I can. This is very important. Use PhD, is your best friend. Get out of tricky situations, go through lava a bit faster, and look at the amount of damage we're doing with the ray gun. Like, ray gun is not that great in this game, but if you're on Citadel and get one, hold it because it's gonna be absolutely fantastic. There we go. Just gonna keep shooting, try to hit a crit spot as much as you can. He's doing pretty good damage even on the non-crit spot. He's doing almost 6000 damage, so that's pretty amazing. Careful of that attack. If you're low HP, use your light incantation and just do that. We're getting very close to be done with the second phase as well. There we go. Shoulder broken and the other shoulder broken as well. He's got one of his hands only. Fantastic. Let's keep breaking. Hand broken as well. Now he only has his chest. I'm gonna play it up a bit. And look how much damage we're doing in the chest. It's 10,000 damage. And see how much the M4 does. It's around 2,300 damage. Very good as well because the fire rate is a lot faster. I'm gonna grab another light incantation. Do that to get some health back. Always pay attention to the boss fight, not to the actual zombies themselves. We're almost done with the second phase as well. Use the ray gun. There we go. Phase 2 done. Pretty much. I don't know what he's doing. Do a bit of extra damage. Why not? Now we are about to start phase 3. The arena is gonna get even smaller now. With phase 1 got a bit smaller. Now with phase 2 done, it's gonna get even smaller. I'm gonna whip out my sword again. Wait for the zombies. Take them out with the sword. And of course, I'm gonna pick up the lightning incantation, or as I said, the fire incantation, because we're gonna have the amalgam spawn in. Right now, we're gonna kill all the zombies in here. Just hold that shoot button or whatever it is for you on controller, or the mouse button on PC to just keep swinging. Getting some armor back as well, which is very nice. We are at like around 30 plus, so the zombies are doing a bit of damage and they're a bit faster, but that's okay. If you're using only one weapon, you can pretty much get to this boss fight a lot earlier. Plus I like to get to at least 25 because I'm getting Wonder Face, so I'm getting PhD in case I'm not doing the side quest for that. There we go. Amalgam should spawn in any second. We got our second charge of Ether Shroud. Very important as well. Come on, Amalgam. We just heard him spawn in. He's coming for us. Boom, do that, and he's dead in literally one shot. Alright, what I'm gonna do right now, I'm just gonna go into Ether Shroud and just try to go on town on him. He doesn't really like to stand still a lot when you're in Ether Shroud. Ooh, that was a bit of damage. There we go. Look at that amount of damage we're doing. I'm trying to use the M4 as well, so you guys can see what the normal guns can do as well. I'm gonna take back the light incantation because there's a lot of fire, so if I walk in it I can just use the light incantation very quick to get out of like tricky situation with my health bar. Switch back to the ray gun. Look at the amount of damage in there. I hate when he hits you from across the map like that. Use that light incantation, get out of that. That does a lot of damage. Now he's gonna do a lot of like combo attacks and stuff like that, but if you slide around, well, you're not gonna have any real issues. Look at that, we absolutely destroyed him. Ray gun, absolutely fantastic as you guys saw. XM4, more than decent. It's gonna take a bit longer for you to break the armor, but if you use the swords, you're not gonna have any real issues. Pick up the amulet and you're pretty much done with the Easter egg. By the way, this arena looks absolutely fantastic. But anyways, let me know in the comments, guys, what do you think about this? Let me know if you still need help beating this boss fight or if you've done it yet, and what is your go-to gun and strategy to go for the fight. But yeah, until then, until the next one, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe for more content, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.